Hi again. So now that we have the head jointed onto the body, remember we put it upside down and we attached it, and then you can reshape that head into the nice shape that you want. Then we attached the two legs, and finally I do the arms. And on this one I'm going to demonstrate using plastic jointing in case you have those. And remember, the plastic joint comes in three parts. Basically you have the shaft part, then you have a plastic washer type part, and then you have the locking joint, which would look something a little bit like this. It has a little bit of a thing on it, and the flat sides go to the flat sides there, like that would be the joint. So basically what you would do is, of course, once you've made your hole through one layer of the inner arm only with your awl like that, nice and big, don't want a hole on the outside, you would turn it right side out so it would look something like this. So you would take this shaft and poke it through the hole like that. So it would look something like that. And that's how you joint it on. And with the legs, remember, we're going to go in through that corresponding hole on the body. But what we want to do is make sure that hole's not showing up. Just make it a little bit bigger for yourself. Put it in the corresponding hole like that, and before you lock it on, remember to make sure that the openings are all to the back of the body opening, the back of the arm opening, so that once it's jointed on, we know it's facing in the right direction. In classes, it can get confusing because if the head is turned around this way, that will look like the back. So just don't get confused. Make sure both of these openings are at the back. So once you have that shaft on here, you go in, look inside the body, press the fur down flat, then you're going to take the very, very flat washer, put it on next, and then the locking disc, which has that little raised bit. Sometimes they're domed. That flat side to flat side goes on, and you'll hear it lock on, like that. Very simple. Boom, like that. And then, voila. You have your little arm jointed on. Hello. Now, let's say on the other side, let's say you've bought a kit and you want to use some fiberboard discs and a cotter pin. You simply would load actually I need a bigger cotter pin. You want to have a cotter pin, where is it? That is a little bit bigger so there's not so much wiggle room in here, right? So, I don't know where it went. I am just going to grab one. Oh, here's one that will work. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put it in there like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Make sure we have a nice hole. We turn it right side out like that. Sometimes I use my little tools to help me save my fingers and wrists. Use a little bit, a set of hemostats or your So Treasured stuffing stick. And there we have our little arm. We look inside. We find that nice hole we made. We pop this through. So easy. It would look something like that. Then we put it through the corresponding hole on the body, which is right there. We double check that all the openings are to the back. Then we reach inside here. We add the disc, the corresponding size matching disc, and then if you're using washers you could add a washer, but on these I don't worry about it too much. And then you take your needle nose pliers, you hold the discs like this, you grab perpendicularly the end of the cotter pin that's sticking up here, and you're going to curl it up and down on itself, just using your wrist, not your whole arm. Just your wrist. Ready? So do you see how I'm turning that down? Re-grabbing it, turning it down. See what's happening there? You can go back in, you can keep turning it. Normally I wouldn't stop, but for the video, let's just get this so I can hopefully show you what I'm doing. Turning it down. Turning it down. These are very long cotter pins, so there's a lot of turning on this one. There we go, right up against the disc. And then you simply do the other side. Turn it around here. Clamp those two discs together. Put your pliers on perpendicular. Keep it at a 90-degree angle, a little bit in like that. See where I'm grabbing that? And then again with my wrist, I'm just turning my wrist, pulling that cotter pin up and curling it down. Ready? See that what I'm doing? We want to get it nice and close against that disc so it's strong. If they start to go wonky, you can just go like that. Do you see that? I'm going to get that one touching the disc, right up against the disc like that. And that's your joint. So that when you turn it this way, you can see it's attached. And there we have it, all jointed and ready for stuffing. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye.